In just a few weeks, the digital world for Australian teenagers will change forever. A staggering number of young users will be affected. The government is preparing to enforce a landmark law. It will effectively ban anyone under the age of 16 from using major social media platforms. This is not a suggestion or a guideline. It is a strict new rule with a hard deadline. The countdown has already begun. Families across the country are facing a new reality. The online spaces where teens have socialized, learned, and built communities are about to become off-limits. This move represents one of the most significant government interventions into the digital lives of young people anywhere in the world. The core of this change is the Online Safety Amendment, Social Media Minimum Age, Act 2024. This legislation passed the Australian Parliament with a clear and ambitious goal. It aims to shield young Australians from the perceived harms of social media. The effective start date is firm, the 10th of December 2025. The new law is straightforward in its demand. Social media companies must act. They are required to take reasonable steps to stop minors from using their platforms. This is not a passive responsibility. It is an active obligation to enforce an age barrier. Prevent anyone under 16 from creating a new account. Remove existing accounts found to belong to underage users. The ambiguity of reasonable steps is deliberate. Flexibility for the regulator, uncertainty for tech companies. The financial penalties for failing to comply are severe, designed to be a powerful deterrent. Fines can reach a staggering AUD 50 million. Australia's eSafety Commissioner will be the chief enforcer. Companies are pushed toward robust and potentially invasive age checks. No exceptions for parental consent. Even if a parent wants to allow a 15-year-old, companies cannot legally permit that account. That stance has drawn praise and criticism. The legal responsibility falls entirely on platforms, not users or parents. Australia's eSafety Commissioner has been clear about which services fall under the new rules. The list is a who's who of modern digital life. It includes the most popular and influential platforms where young people gather. Facebook and Instagram, both owned by Meta, are at the top of the list. So are their rivals, Snapchat, and the fast-growing video platform TikTok. Meta's Threads is also included, as is X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. These platforms are central to the social lives of millions. The scope extends beyond mainstream apps to major content and community platforms, including YouTube. It was added after initial debate, following strong advice from the eSafety Commissioner. The decision reflects YouTube's role as both entertainment and social space for young users. Kick, popular in gaming, and Reddit's interest forums are also named. By naming specific services, the government leaves little room for doubt. Exemptions cover services for health and education, while standalone messengers and online gaming are excluded. A nuanced approach, but with potential loopholes and tough questions on consistency. The response from the technology industry has been one of reluctant acceptance. Despite initial opposition and feasibility concerns, major platforms have signaled intent to comply. Meta, Facebook, Instagram, all in scope. Antigone Davis said Meta disagrees with parts of the law but will comply with local legislation. Others echoed this sentiment, compliance over conflict. Massive fines and reputational damage pressured platforms to fall in line. Including YouTube was notable. Initial uncertainty gave way to inclusion after July 2025. The law's most rigid feature is the complete removal of parental consent. Unlike other areas of life, consent does not apply here. A parent cannot sign a waiver or toggle a setting to allow Instagram or TikTok for 14-15-year-olds. The government argues potential harms are public health and safety issues, overriding individual parental judgment. A uniform protection standard, and simpler enforcement with no parental verification systems. Critics say it undermines parental authority and ignores teens' varying maturity. Australia's approach is among the most stringent, a precedent others will watch. The entire law hinges on one critical capability, and it's deeply flawed. It depends on reliably verifying a user's age online. Social media companies are scrambling to implement systems. Methods range from official ID, passport, driver's license, to AI estimating age from selfies or video. None of these solutions are perfect. Requiring ID raises privacy concerns. Parents fear breaches or misuse. Barriers could lock out legitimate users. AI age estimation analyses facial features, but it's far from infallible. Reports flag technical challenges. Studies show error rates around 8.5%. False positives can block eligible teens. False negatives let younger kids through. Industry voices warn the tech isn't robust enough, and enforcement is extremely difficult. Large-scale verification invites privacy risks, IDs, biometrics, rich targets for attackers. Even if secured, data use and expansion of collection worry critics. Expect errors, workarounds, and inconsistency, a cat-and-mouse game that may blunt effectiveness. The Australian government frames the ban as a public health initiative. Officials say it's needed to protect mental health and well-being. They cite anxiety, depression, body dysmorphia, and cyberbullying, blaming social media. Leaders urge trading screen time for the playing field, aiming to reclaim childhood from algorithms. Supporters argue better mental health and more real-world interaction outweigh costs to freedom. Critics call it a blunt instrument. UNICEF Australia doubts it will fix complex problems. They warn it may push kids into less regulated spaces. Alternatives: digital literacy, stronger moderation, better mental health support. Teen advocates say lawmakers didn't listen. Platforms also offer connection, identity, and information. Determined teens can bypass age gates with VPNs, borrowed IDs, or by lying. Known error rates and privacy risks remain the largest hurdles. Success depends on imperfect systems. Too loose and it's symbolic, too strict and it harms eligible users. The coming months will test companies' measures against a tech-savvy generation. Regardless of stance, the new reality is coming. As the 10 December 2025 deadline approaches, Australia stands at a digital crossroads. Supporters see a necessary step to reclaim childhood from harmful algorithms. They envision better mental health and more real-world interaction. Critics foresee frustrated teens, angry parents, overwhelmed companies, and invasive checks. If systems are easily bypassed, the ban is symbolic. If too strict, it penalizes eligible users. The most important takeaway now is proactive conversation and preparation. For parents, start talking with your children now about the upcoming changes. Explore alternative, safer ways for them to connect with friends. For teens, understand the reasons behind the law and actively create offline opportunities to socialize. Pursue your interests, your social life can thrive.